Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Christine and it is getting close to the holidays. It's getting close to us leaving and I have a giant jar of pecans left from projects that I never got around to, but I want to make some candied pecans. So it's really simple. It's actually way more easy than I thought it was. So I just thought I'd show you what I'm up to today, so come on with. All right, here we go. We are going to turn on the stove onto medium-low heat, and I don't quite have enough maple syrup, so I'm doing like 3/4 of what we're normally supposed to have. So you're supposed to have 2 cups of pecans. I'm putting it right into the pan, and then you're supposed to have a full 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup. I'm just adding the whole thing in, and I've got it, like I said, I got it kind of medium-ish to start with until things kind of really start churning up. And you pretty much stir it constantly so that everything gets coated. It's about a 5 to 8 minute deal here, but you can really see how they're getting coated, and just making sure that everything, each one has the maple syrup on it, and you'll kind of see that it starts evaporating eventually here. So it's just a pretty short amount of time here for something so delicious. You're not even going to believe it. So pecans and maple syrup, and these make candied pecans. It's so good. And you can add like a little dollop of salt, like, so these are plain unsalted pecans. And I'm just going to keep on moving things around until you can kind of see that the maple syrup is still pretty liquefied in the bottom. And you'll kind of, listen, starting to sizzle. It's exactly what you want. Once it starts sizzling, I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. You can see and hear the sizzle. Keep moving it around. And eventually that maple syrup will be fully enveloped into these pecans. And then you're going to lay them out on parchment paper, and you're going to let them cool, and they are just delicious. You can kind of see it sizzling and bubbling up over here. It's exactly what you want. What a fun, simple treat. And like I said, I'm trying to use what I've got in the house here and utilize and use everything up. Oh, it looks so good. See it sizzling? So all the maple syrup is almost gone in that short amount of time here. And you just kind of keep moving things around and let it sizzle for a minute. Do some evaporating. Constantly move everything around so it doesn't get burned. And you won't even believe the taste of this. And this is 100% pure maple syrup, Wisconsin maple syrup. So from up north, Al Johnson's, the place with the goats on the roof. Alright, I'm going to turn it down even lower. So I'm in between medium and low, more on the low side now. Because, you know, this is a cast iron, so they do hold the heat really well. And just what a fun little simple thing that you can do and bring these to a party. I mean, especially a nice holiday party. And we're just going to let them sizzle and soak for another minute or two. I'm going to set a timer here for 2 minutes. And then we're gonna get them out on some parchment paper and just let them cool. I'm actually probably just gonna let them cool overnight, and then I'll meet up with you tomorrow morning and give them a test taste. But maybe I'll sneak one while they're still warm. Okay, there's our couple of minutes, and I'm turning the heat off, and I'm gonna let them cool just for a couple of minutes here, and then I'm gonna get them out on some parchment paper. Okay, so I am just going to, I gotta get this mitt on, scoop these out and spread them, out on this paper. I might need to get a spatula out of some sort. And let them cool overnight. And you can do bigger batches, obviously, but it's 2 cups of pecans to 1/2 cup of maple syrup. And oh gosh, they're just so good and sweet and kind of toasty because you are kind of cooking them in the syrup, and they just taste so good. Might snitch one tonight, but I should wait until they're cooled. And then I just kind of am gonna separate them because you can kind of see how sticky they are. But oh, and it smells so good. So yeah, this is just a fun, super simple project that just takes a few minutes. Obviously you gotta let them cool too, so you have to time it out right. But yeah, I'm gonna pack these away. I'm probably gonna make a couple batches and wrap them probably in the parchment paper and then put them in a bag, and they will be good to go. But letting them cool totally is kind of the key thing here. So you can actually, while it's in this phase, you can add some cinnamon. You can add kind of whatever you want to it. If you want to add, like I said, a little bit of salt maybe. Like some Celtic, you know, the thicker salt. All kinds of fun stuff. Cinnamon sugar. But obviously the maple syrup has enough sweetener in it. All right, well, I'm gonna let these cool, and I will see you in the morning and we'll give them a try. Okay, so I did let them cool for a little bit here, but I just can't resist. I have to taste them when they're super fresh. And like I said, I just kind of spread them out. Look at, there's like a little lonely one over here. And they are just have the coating on the top, and they turned out so good. They still have some crunch to them, but yet they are soft and have the maple syrup on the top. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a treat like that, right? So I'm gonna let them finish cooling, but I just wanted to do the test taste right away while they were fresh. So let me know down in the comments what you thought of this, or if you have any tips or tricks. I'd love to hear all about it. But this is a super simple way to utilize what you have in your pantry. Trying to use up. I've got so many pecans, if you didn't notice. So I'm gonna be making a few batches of these, and that's what I suggest too, to kind of make them in batches so that, you know, you keep the portion control right, the 2 cups to the 1/2 cup, etc. So it kind of makes them easier to stir around when there's not quite as much. So thanks for stopping by my channel. And if you like super simple recipes like this, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Christine's Routines. Take care and God bless. And I might just switch one more.